So let's go. Good evening and welcome inside of the Southwest Kansas Sports Network. I'm Dalton Janisek bringing you live coverage of tonight's volleyball action with the Garden City Blockbuster volleyball squad taking on the Colby Trojans up in Colby, Kansas, making the long trip down to Southwest Kansas. It's going to be a great matchup tonight. Colby, a force to be reckoned with within inside the Kansas Jayhawk Conference. Don't let that 11-8 record fool you. This team is dominant. They've got two middle blockers that are not afraid to attack down the middle, can hit well on the outside through all rotations, and a libero that can't miss a beat in the back row. We'll talk about it more coming up on our pregame show. You're watching the Southwest Kansas Sports Network coverage of the Blockbuster volleyball squad. Back inside of the Blockbuster Sports Network, Colin Janisek bringing you live coverage of the Blockbuster volleyball squad getting ready to take on the Colby Trojans all the way from Colby, Kansas tonight. A team that is a force to be reckoned with, a big regain from last season. This team is coming into tonight 11-8. We'll give you a big insight on the Colby Trojans here in a moment. Let's go ahead and take a look at your Garden City Blockbusters. Definitely not a team to compete for the national championship. Not this year, I don't believe so. A team that could compete in the Kansas Jayhawk Conference, I do believe so. It's a work in progress. This team, they're coming off of 11-14 season last year, 11-29 in Hiltz' second season, and 0-31 back in his first season. And definitely up gain for Coach Hiltz out of his 3 seasons. And coming into tonight, 7-10 on the season. This Blockbuster volleyball squad, they're 1-1 in the conference. Their first win came on Pratt back at the beginning of the month. Their first loss came just Monday night to the Hutchinson Blue Dragons, and what could have been a revenge match. The team held with them, and they held it within 5 of each set. Just couldn't get the job done, and took it all the way to 28 points in the third and final set. So you could tell that team was hungry. Just a lot of young talent, a lot of sophomores graduating from last season. Garden City coming into tonight on a one-game losing streak. They're 1-0, or excuse me, they're 1-1 at home, and they're 1-2 actually in the conference. So Garden City definitely going to have to put on the gas lighters tonight if they're going to have any chance with Colby. Let's go ahead and look at Colby and why Colby is such a force to be reckoned with. They come into tonight 11-8 on the record season. They're 4-3 in the conference. They're actually 5th overall in the conference. That just tells you how tight this conference is going to be this year. Butler 3-0, Barton 4-1 in the conference, Seward 3-1 in the conference. Then you got Dodge City coming out of nowhere this season. They're 3-2 in the conference. Then you got Colby 4-3 in the conference, Hutchinson 3-3. And the crazy thing is their overall records all better. Butler 17-2 overall in the season. Barton 13-8. Got a big upset win on number 7 Seward early in the season. Seward's 10-3 overall in the season. Dodge 7-2. Colby comes in at 11-8, and I mean that just tells you how tight this conference is. Hutchinson's 3-3 on the conference, 11-7 on the overall season. Then you start getting into the losing side of things, and Garden City starts that off 1-2 on the conference play. They come into tonight 7-11 on overall. Then you got Pratt 0-4 on the conference, 7-11, and then you got Cloud County, the new addition to the west side of the Jayhawk Conference this season, coming in 0-5 on the conference and 8-8 overall. So definitely a really tight conference matchup between all of these teams. It's definitely something to be watching for towards the end of the night, or excuse me, not the end of the night, but the end of the season rather. And Colby, the other big thing is they've got some big key players as we watch the Broncbuster volleyball squad get warmed up. Hannah Brandt, the German, Allie Mang, big hitters. The reason Colby, though, such powerhouses, let's start with Rexandra Flores, the starting libero for the team. She's coming into tonight with 316 digs on the season, 14th in the nation. Her EPS is actually 34th best in the nation, so that's something we need to watch out for the hitters. And also another thing to watch out for is the hitting from not just the middle, or not the outside hitters, but their middle blockers. The middle blockers doing their job well, and the blocking stats will give you a look at that. But the kills, we'll start with that, the actual point scoring. Malili Chupin comes in tonight, 193 kills on the season. That's 18th best in the nation so far. She also comes in 73rd in the nation, just a minor stat in digs. She's coming in tonight with 179. So she's a girl that can play all 6 rotations in the front row and the back row. It's something to watch out for tonight. And talking about the blocking, you got 3 blocks you got to watch out for tonight on this Colby team. It's definitely going to be a brick wall for the Garden City hitters tonight. Coming into tonight, McKenna Kirkpatrick, an all-star, played at Chapman High School. She comes into tonight her sophomore season. She's already at 81 blocks on the season. That's 7th in the nation. Give you a retrospect of Lauren Baldowski, the starting blocker for Garden City. She's only at 31 blocks, so big jump there. This team can block the ball very well. She averages 1.17 blocks per set. That's 26th best in the nation. Also, another big blocker is Marta Royka. She puts up 71 blocks so far this season, 11th best in the nation. And then also Sylvia Bonsanetti would come in tonight with 48 blocks. So this team definitely can put the hands up, get the ball put down on the court, and they can also swing it pretty well too. So all well-round team. This Carrie Jones in her 13th season with the Colby Trojans, something that she's got to be proud of, a big gain back from last season. Garden City lost both matches last year against this team, so it would be a big win tonight if Garden City could get it done. Almost a full healthy roster, still missing 2 on the COVID protocols. They expect to have them back by next week sometime, not a set date, but Garden City going to have to be flawless tonight if they're going to have a competitive chance against this Colby team. So we'll step aside and we'll get ready for the pregame ceremonies here inside of Conestoga Arena. You're watching the Southwest Kansas Sports Network here on Broncbuster Sports Network. Back inside of the Southwest Kansas Sports Network, Dalton Janusek. Happy that you are all along watching and tuning in tonight, wherever you're from. Going to be a great night of volleyball inside of Conestoga Arena. Great home atmosphere. Crowd starting to file in. Student section starting to show up. Cheer squad on deck. And we'll step aside into the pregame ceremonies. We'll head courtside as we listen in. It's your pregame ceremonies here on the Southwest Kansas Sports Network. Back inside of the Southwest Kansas Sports Network, Dalton Janusek bringing you live coverage of tonight's, it's going to be amazing volleyball action, we suspect. And getting ready to start your pregame lineups, your starting lineups. We'll get them for you as we go through them here inside the stadium. And we'll start with the Colby Trojans. Your starting libero, the 5'5" sophomore from Turin, Italy, Rexandra Flores. Flores coming into tonight with 316 digs, 14th best in the nation. Also a freshman outside hitter from Nantes, France, the 5'9" freshman, Mali Chupin. Then the middle blocker sophomore, 5'11" sophomore from Latina, Italy, Silvia Bonsanetti. She comes in tonight with 48 blocks on the season. And then also another foreign player, the 6' sophomore setter coming out of Warsaw, Poland, Marta Wojka. And then also another middle blocker to watch out for tonight is the number 9 sophomore middle blocker of McKenna Kirkpatrick. She comes into the night with the 7th best blocks in the nation this season with 81 blocks. Watch out for that. Then rounding out the starting lineups for Colby, the outside hitter, the 5'9" sophomore from Junction City, Kansas, it's Savannah Adams. She comes in tonight with 107 kills, a hitting average of .117, not the best hitter on the team, but definitely one to watch out for. Now, time for your starting lineups for the Garden City Community College Broncbusters. Starting at the libero position, a freshman, a 5'5", designated defensive specialist. It's Emily Jenkins from Salina, Kansas. And an outside hitter, a 5'10" freshman from all the way over in Fermo, Italy. It's Georgia Capoletti. Capoletti comes into the night with 143 kills on the season, 49th best in the nation so far. Also another amazing foreign player, fully healthy after 2 weeks, is the freshman outside hitter, 5'11", Vanya Stefanovic. She comes into the night 63rd of the nation on kills with 131. Your starting setter right here from Garden City, Kansas in her second season, it's Remy Vargas. Vargas 24th in the nation on assists at 383. Watching out for that tonight, one of the better setters. And one to watch out for tonight. She might have a big night tonight in kills. She comes in tonight with 41. It's Hannah Brandt from Oshberlin, Germany, the middle blocker. Another Garden City native. The sophomore outside hitter, the right side pin, Allie Mang. Mang off to a rough start this season, but in her talk earlier today, she said it's just a work in progress. It takes a while to get back into the rhythm of things, and she feels really confident about tonight's matchup versus Colby. And rounding out your starting lineups, the freshman middle blocker from San Antonio, Texas, it's Serena Dealado. Coach Hiltz, Corey Jones meet midcourt. This, folks, is going to be a matchup of the season. Garden City knock off this Colby team that comes into tonight with 11-8 on the season. And the two middle blockers that are going to put up a fight on the net. Garden City meets midcourt. Colby. It's going to be a matchup of the season. These two teams going to go neck and neck. It could go one way or the other, but we'll find out here in moments away. Another wonderful crowd on hand tonight. Student section finally filing in. Cheer section on par as well. Something to watch out for tonight for Colby is going to be the serve-receive. So we'll see here. Something that Colby can struggle with a lot. But don't let Flores fool you. That girl can pick up a ball any given moment in that backcourt. Watch for her in that bright white uniform on the Colby side. As Remy Vargas set to serve it our way here inside of Conestoga Arena. Remy Vargas. 5 service aces already this season. Puts that one over. They're out of system. Vargas with a beautiful set. There's Capoletti into the back row. They're out of system still. That one's going to go out of bounds. Garden City takes the first point. So you could have heard Coach Hiltz yelling in the background that they were out of system, meaning they're out of rotation, and they struggled there, and it showed. Garden City took the first point on an overkill. Vargas puts that one over the net. Now in the middle attack, it was hesitant. Garden City had time to think about it. Now here comes Stefanovic on the right side. Back row attack, and it falls right in front of Allie Mang's fingertips. And Mang looking over to the sideline for instruction from Hiltz. He just says, that's all you. 1-1. Colby ties it early in the first set. Jones gives the signal to Royka. She puts it over. Back into the back row. Deep, tight setup. Middle set over by Dealado. And the point's going to go over to Colby for the 2-touch violation. The R2 official going to come talk to Hiltz about the call. And it actually sounds like it was a rotation. So it was a rotation error on Vanya Stefanovic. Came out of rotation before the contact was made. So Royka with the ball. Colby has it 2-1. Right into the back row. Tight setup again for Vargas. Here comes Stefanovic. Into the back row, not a great swing that time. Now they set up Chupin. Far side attack by Capoletti. They set it up now. Middle attack. Deolato tips it over to the net. They put up another block. 2 blocks in a row. This time that one goes into the back row. Vargas sets it up. Stefanovic blocked it. It's out of bounds. Garden City takes a point on the block air, and Stefanovic puts the first kill up onto the night. Vanya Stefanovic with the kill, the block air on Colby, and Garden City ties it. Beautiful serve there. Now an attack on the right side, blocked up by Deolato. Stefanovic puts it down. They receive in the back row by Royka. Out of system attack by Adams. Tight setup. Some miscommunication on the front net. That ball's going to go to bounds, and Deolato barely scaving by him. She could have cost Garden City the point there. 2 times in a row, coach is yelling from the sideline about mental mistakes. That was something that Coach Hilt said they had to work on yesterday in practice, just the mental decisions. But Garden City takes the lead here, 3-2. Capoletti sends one flying into the left corner. Outside attack, blocked up, and Garden City takes the, no, they'll reverse the call. And it'll be a tipped ball. And Capoletti's going to go to ask them about the call. And they're not going to give it to him. So tied ball game, 3-3. Capoletti was challenging the tip, but they said it wasn't there. They said it was a lift. Anyways, far side attack by Stefanovic. Blocked up. They'll go for it again. This time they feed it to Mang. Blocked, it stays on Colby's side. They're going to have to put it into rotation. Back out of bounds, and it's an over attack. Errors are starting to affect Colby here as Garden City retakes the lead 4-3. Now only one of those points has came from an actual attack. All of the other 3 have been errors. That one barely graces the tape. Slide attack from the number 6. Bonsinetti, they keep it alive. Stefanovic puts it in the back left corner. Big block by Brandt. They go for it again. Free ball opportunity now, and Garden takes the point anyway. It was a 2-touch violation, and Garden City is going to get it free away here, 5-3, and Corey Jones calls her first time out of the night. She's seen enough. She's stopping it early, and we'll take it with him. Garden City gets a big break there, 5-3, inside of Conestoga Arena. Back inside the Broncbuster Sports Network, Dylan Janicek bringing you live coverage of the Broncbuster Volleyball squad. They lead 5-3 over Colby. After Colby with some unfortunate miscues, and now here they come, full attack down the middle pipe. Beautiful receive by Vargas in the back row. They're going to free ball it over. Colby's got a good opportunity here. They look at a system. It's going to be a light tap over the net by Royka. Stefanovic puts one down. They get a tip on it at the net. Angled attack, and it's out of system. And Bergesio had a bad look at it, bad angle. Garden City getting away with another error there. Put it away from Colby. So Jenkins on the service line That one goes over to the back right corner. They receive. Tight set up there. It's going to be a tap over the net. Garden City should be able to get a good attack here. Brandt puts one over in the right side. No one there to take it. Beautiful play there by Hannah Brandt. I told you we should watch out for her tonight. Hill said they should have fed her more in the Monday matchup versus Hutchinson. They don't feel like she got enough of the receives, and now an ace put down by Jenkins. Emily Jenkins puts down the ace. Garden City up to 8-3 over Colby, and Corey Jones is not sure what's going on with this Colby team. Colby definitely beatable, but it's going to take a lot. Jenkins puts another beautiful one into the right side. They'll set it up. Back row attack by Adams. They go diving in. Hills had time to even call it, and no one was there ready for it. Jenkins missed it. Capoletti missed it. 8-4. It was a back row attack by Adams. It should have been an easy receive. They had plenty of time. Hiltz even had time to call it out. They get this receive. Tight setup. And the point's going to go over to Colby. Vargas got her fingers up into the net. 8-5. So 8-5, Colby. Now getting some points from unwanted errors made by Garden. Vargas gets up into the net. Mang takes that one high on the arm. They feed it to Vanya. Blocked on the net. Capoletti keeps it alive. They're going to feed it to Mang, and Mang with a bad setup. And here comes Colby, climbing their way back into it. 8-6 here in the first set. Mang just had a bad look at it. She was too far ahead of the set. That's a good pass right there. Middle attack by Brandt. She puts it down. Hannah Brandt from Oshberlin, Germany. Welcome to the game. She's got 2 kills tonight. And that's why I told you guys to watch out for tonight. Coach Hill, he didn't feel like they fed the ball to her quite enough Monday night. And they're giving it to her now. She's put 2 down so far. An outside attack. Garden City will set it up middle. It comes down. Flores kept it alive. Bad out of system attack by Royka. They give it to Mang. Blocked up. And no one there. Allie Mang. Garden City taking advantage of this Colby defense. Chantel Riddle giving her some instruction from the sideline, and a bad serve by Stefanovic. So Chuppin on the service line. Chuppin's had bad looks all night on the net, hasn't got nothing to go down. Here comes that serve. Beautiful receive by Capoletti. They give it to Vanya in the back row. Slide attack by the 9 of Kirkpatrick as she put it down in the middle of the court. Beautiful slide attack by Kirkpatrick as she put it down right in a bare spot in the middle of the court, and not one soul hit the ground on the Garden City's team. So Chuppin will serve it over again. This time puts it over in the back left corner. Middle attack by Brandt, puts it down! Hannah Brandt, you better stay ready because they're going to keep feeding it to you. That's her 3rd of the night. Hannah Brandt with 3 kills on the night already. And they're giving it to her left and right. Great serve by Mang. Brandt tips it down, they keep it alive. They're out of system, free ball opportunity. Vargas with the second hand receive. They give it to Capoletti on the outside. Bad setup by Chuppin and Garden City. Takes another point. 12-8. Garden City's looking to run away with this. Serves it back left corner. Tight setup down the middle. Kirkpatrick and Jenkins puts a tip on it. Kirkpatrick with her 2nd of the night. So Borgesio on the service line. 26 aces on the season she's got. That one was a high floater. Great setup for Capoletti. Blocked on the net. They keep it alive. Far side attack by Adams. Vargas, tight setup. She throws it over on the second hand receive. Big block by Brandt. Capoletti, quick tap over the net. Great rally happening. And the point goes to Garden. It was a rotation error made by Colby. And Garden City now up 13-9 here in set number 1. So Hannah Brandt now on the service line. She hasn't got an ace this season. Actually, no, she had one back on Hutchison. Crowd fired up here. Puts that one beautifully in the back middle. Tight setup. Here comes Kirkpatrick. Capoletti in the back row. Adams, bad attack. Capoletti keeps it alive. Back row attack by Stefanovic. Turpin with the tip. Vargas, Capoletti tapped over the net, and they get the kill! Georgia Capoletti! That's her second of the night, and this Garden City offense is on fire. Now Miranda Jenkins checks into the game in the back row. Serena Deolato back up on the front row. Beautiful serve by Hannah Brandt. Adams with the attack on the right side. Jenkins keeps it alive. Capoletti, back row attack, and they take it! George Capoletti ties it with Hannah Brandt at 3 apiece. And this Garden City offense is on fire. 15-9. Coach Hiltz gives the signal to Hannah Brandt. She hasn't missed a cue all night. 3 kills. Here's her third serve receive. She puts it over. Slide attack by Kirkpatrick. Blocked on the net by Deolato. Corey Jones calls her second timeout. We'll take it with them. Garden City 16, Colby Trojans 9 in Conestoga Arena. Back inside of Conestoga Arena, the crowd going wild. Student section hyped up. Garden City unexpected out of the first set, 16-9. They lead it over Colby, a team that we thought was going to dominate all 3 sets here. But Garden City's came out of nowhere here in the first set, and Coach Hiltz has got to be happy so far. Brandt back in the back row. Adams with a bad setup. It's going to be beautiful for Garden, though. Middle attack by Deolato, keeps it alive. Gets out of the way. Capoletti taps. And now the back row attack by Chopin stays on their side. Garden City gets away with another error made by another Colby mistake. 17-9 inside of Conestoga Arena. Brandt back row again. That could have went out of bounds if they let it. Adams with a bad attack. Stefanovic with the kill! Svanja Stefanovic with her second kill on the night. And this team is elite and on fire tonight, 18-9. The first set, Garden City with 2 to get to 20, and they take the ace! Hannah Brandt takes an ace, her second of the season. And now, Corey Adams is going to check in Laura Bojan. into the game for Chapin. Chapin coming out of the game. This crowd on fire. They're enjoying everything they're seeing from this team. Brandt puts it into the back row again. Middle attack by Kirkpatrick. Stefanovic, tight setup by Remy. Garden City. Capoletti with the attack. And Capoletti takes the kill. Georgia Capoletti with her 4th kill on the night. And this team is looking the best they've looked all season. Plays are coming at the right time. The sets are in the right spots. The blocks are happening on the net. And Hannah Brandt with a beautiful serve again. Adams with a miscue into the back row. Garden City within 4 of taking it. Inside the first set, 21-9. Brandt, another beautiful serve, but this time it's a little too hard. And it's going to go out of bounds. 21-10. Coach Hiltz checks out Hannah Brandt. She comes out the court with 3 kills so far on the night and 1 ace. Hannah Brandt having a heck of a night. Now the serve from Kirkpatrick into the back row, and they say it was out. They didn't think it touched her. Jenkins trying to pull the quick one on the on the official. I don't think it's going to work, though. That one coming in quick. They keep it alive. The palm down. Free ball opportunity for Colby. If they keep it alive, this is going to be a great play. Middle attack right to the head by Stefanovic. That was a bad attack for Colby. I mean, it was great for them. They put it right to Fania Stefanovic's head. But if you're Garden City, wow. Beautiful save there by Georgia Capoletti with the palm down. We'll try to get a replay on that. Middle attack coming now from Adams. Stefanovic keeps it alive. Now the back row attack from her, and it's out of bounds. Garden City now on some miscues. Trying to keep them energized, trying to keep the energy alive. Garden City now with 3 errors in a row. And here comes Kirkpatrick's serve. Vargas the set. Adams with the roll shot. Excuse me, Deolato. Now here comes Adams on Colby, and she puts down a kill. Mang will check back into the game. Jenkins will check back out. So they'll re-rotate. Mang will come back into the game unexpected. We'll see what Coach Hiltz got up his sleeve here. Capoletti almost got the kill there. They keep it alive. It'll be a free ball opportunity. Vargas sets it up. Back row attack by Mang. And it's a roll shot gone bad. Coach Patrick Hiltz going to call his timeout first of the night. 21-15. Colby's coming back. We'll stay right here on the Bronxbuster Sports Network. Don't go anywhere. Garden City 21, Colby 15. We'll be right back. Back inside the Southwest Kansas Sports Network, Garden City unexpectedly up 21-15 over this Colby offense, and Colby coming into tonight 11-8 on the season, 4-3 in the conference. We told you how tight this conference is this season, and Garden City definitely proving they can be a factor in this conference. It's only the first set though, and Colby getting some easy points on some Garden City misfires. We'll see if Garden City can get away here. 21-15, they just need 4 points to finish. Quick second hand receive by Vargas, puts it over the net. And an off-cue tip over the net by Bonsinetti. And she goes on the second hand receive just like Vargas tried to, but this time it worked. And Colby bringing it within closer now, 21-16. Kirkpatrick on the service line, puts that one over. Garden City out of system. Middle attack now coming from Bonsonetti. Set up for Capoletti, blocked at the net. Garden City keeps it alive. They go for Capoletti again, blocked, and this time it's out of bounds. Georgia Capoletti will take the point, and it's a block error on Kirkpatrick and Roika. Mind you, two of the best in the nation. Kirkpatrick comes into the night with 81 blocks, 7th all-time in the nation this season. As Vargas back on the service line, Garden City back in prime rotation. Adams with the setup, tip over the net on the changeup. Now, it's going to be a free ball opportunity for Colby. What will they do with it? On a system attack, and it's a mess up there on Bogan. Bogan with the tap over the net and couldn't even grace the net. And it falls on Colby's side. Garden City now within 2 of taking the first set. And you couldn't ask for a better position to be in if you're if you're Coach Hiltz. Garden City in their prime rotation where they started. Just gets it over the net. Adams with the attack, blocked out of bounds. The point will go to Colby. So Chupin will check back in. Chupin was performing poorly. She went for 1 of 5 here in the first set. Corey Jones took her out of the game. See what she does now for Colby. Right into the back row to Jenkins. Attack comes from Capoletti. That one's going to go right behind my head, and Garden City. Match point. Capoletti with 6 kills on the night so far. And this Garden City offense is firing on all cylinders. So Georgia Capoletti on the service line. Garden City looking to take the first set here with ease. Puts that one right to Flores. The attack by Chupin with the switch up on the tip. Receive. Mang with the attack, blocked up. They'll go at it again. This time they feed it to Stefanovic. She puts it into the back row. Colby on the miscue. They're out of system. That one going out of bounds. And the line judge, wow. That one's going to be called in. You can hear the crowd reaction. I even saw that. And it fell right. It literally fell on the out of bounds marks. So we'll give it to him, 24-18. Adams will serve it over. Jenkins with a bad receive on the back row. Colby now clawing in on miscues by Garden. Garden City could have easily received that service just before then, but Jenkins watched it go all the way out of bounds, and you can't have it happen like that if it's going to be too close. Adams sits it over. Tight setup by Vargas. Middle attack, blocked up. They go at it again. Feed it to Stefanovic, and she puts it right in the net. She didn't get a good jump on it, not enough time. 24-20. Here comes Colby within 4. Garden City just needs the 1, and they've got the first set easy. It's all about mental mistakes here. Garden City can't have any more. Vargas keeps it alive, but it's a free ball for Colby. They look at a system. Here comes Chupin on a tight setup, and that hit the antenna. And R2 should have blew the whistle. And if this goes back on Garden, Coach Hiltz is going to be furious. Because Hiltz was yelling at the players to keep it alive, but they should have blew the whistle on the antenna. And so they're going to redo the point. But still, it should have been an antenna violation on Colby, and that should have been the point. But we'll give it to him. Adams stays on the service line, puts that one over right in the back row. Can Garden put it away here? They feed it to Stefanovic. Back row, out of bounds, and Garden City takes the first set, 25-20. And Georgia Capoletti with 6 kills. Stefanovic with 3. Hannah set with 3, and Ali Mang with 1. On all 4 cylinders. We'll take a 1-minute timeout. Be back, get you set up for set 2 here inside of Conestoga Arena. You're watching a Bronkbuster volleyball action on the Southwest Kansas Sports Network. Back inside of the Bronx Sports Network, Don Janisek. So glad you guys are along watching this evening. Garden City taking the first set 25-20 over Colby. Unexpectedly, we got some first set stats for you. Garden City put down 13 kills back in the first set. 6 of those came from Georgia Capoletti. 3 of them came from Vanya Stefanovic. 3 came from Hannah Brandt. She also put up a service ace back in the first set. And watch for Remy Vargas to keep feeding that to the middle as Hannah Brandt was on fire. Also, Allie Mang contributed 1 kill to that first set. So both Jenkins sisters will start in the back row. Miranda in the yellow jersey, Emily in the gray. That's going to be a confusion all season if you watch continuously the Jenkins sisters, identical twins. And now Adams will start, or excuse me, Corey Jones will start. Royka back in the first position. The serve for Colby. And we'll see if Corey Jones's, Gary Jones's adjustments will be beneficial this set. Patrick Hiltz obviously making adjustments as well. Instead of starting Brandt, he started her back in the first set. Now Jenkins starting. So, wait for the R2 official. So not sure what the holdup is here with the R2 official. It's the R2 official talking to the table official here about the starting rotations entered in. So why not a little crowd action? Let's see who's the best dancer out in the crowd. He's keeping it fun up there. So Garden City taking the first set 25-20 over Colby. Here in a tight conference matchup. So now we'll see what the situation is as the R2 official is going to talk to So not sure what the confusion is. I think the problem is the table official didn't know that there was going to be that many switch-ups by both lineups here in the second set. But if you're Colby and you come into this matchup that good on the season and you get blown out by, I wouldn't say blown out, but you get beat by Garden City 25-20 in dominant fashion, let's say it like that, you're obviously going to make some lineup changes. Now, Capoletti with the kill. Received by Flores. Now Adams puts one right to Jenkins in the back row. They set it up again. Capoletti, again, the powerhouse, tight setup, and they're going to be out of system. Adams with the roll shot. Vargas feeds it to Stefanovic, back row attack, and they get it. She put the tip down. Stefanovic gets a kill. Garden City takes the first point. So Remy Vargas on the service line. Garden City trying to make quick work tonight on Colby. Get another win in the win column. Beautiful serve once again. That one will have a little more time. Now the attack by Chapin. And Chapin not having a good night so far. She's 1 of 6 now. So 2-0, Garden City. They lead the matchup 1-0. Vargas with the serve, back left corner. Adams receives. Middle attack. Stefanovic with the roll shot. Colby on the second hand receive. Vargas was ready for it. Now, Capoletti with a beautiful attack into the back row. Flores keeps it alive. Choppin, the switch up. They set it up again. Stefanovic, back row, roll shot, the attack, and they get the kill. Vanya Stefanovic. She wants a piece of the action tonight. Now she's got 5 kills. And it's been a feeding frenzy for Stefanovic and Capoletti. They're both foreign players. Both doing an amazing job, and they're in prime rotation. Jenkins feeds it to Stefanovic on the line. It's going to be a tight setup. Quick tip over the net by Capoletti. Free ball opportunity now. Vargas sets it up. Stefanovic roll shot dipping into the court. Goes Flores, Choppin with the attack. Big rally here. Here comes Capoletti in the back row, and it goes in! Georgia Capoletti! '49th in the nation coming into tonight with 143 kills, and you might as well keep adding on to it. She's got 7 now. Vanya Stefanovic with 5. Big middle attack, and it goes in. Bonsinetti had a beautiful look, beautiful timing. And Savannah Adams now on the service line, the Junction City native. That serve going into the back row, and it'll be an ace for Adams. Savannah Adams comes into the night 7 and 16. She's got 7 aces so far this season, 17 service errors. Or correction, 16 rather. Puts that one over. Great setup by Stefanovic. Gets blocked on the net by Bonsinetti and Choppin rather. That's the first real big block we've seen come from this Colby defense. Adams, the serve, barely goes over the net. They keep it alive, free ball, and it's not going to get up in time. Great efforts there. And now Colby ties it 4-all on some miscues made by Garden City. Adams stays on the service line. We're tied all 4-all. Stefanovic. Capoletti with the feed. Flores with the second hand receive. Now Choppin with the attack. Big block by Stefanovic, and it goes out of bounds. Point will go to Colby. Now they take the lead 5-4. So 4-5 Colby, and now it's going to be tied all 5 as Adams puts that one into the net. Now her 17th service error on the season. And Georgia Capoletti will head to the service line for Garden City. So 5-all. Garden City leads the matchup 1-0. Capoletti puts it in the back left corner. They'll set it up. Middle attack there, Vargas. Jenkins keeps it alive. Capoletti with the free ball. Middle attack coming from Bonsinetti. Vargas sets it up. Allie Ming puts it in the back row, and it's in! Allie Ming takes the points! Allie Ming with her second kill on the night. It was a close call on the line, and they give it to Garden City. Colby thought it should have went to them. Garden City getting away with it, 6-5. There's the beautiful serve there by Capoletti. Back left corner again. Choppin, beautiful attack there. Vargas and Capoletti went diving for it. Couldn't get a piece on it. Tied all at 6. This set's going to be a lot tighter than the first one. Flores now will serve it over. Capoletti with a bad tip on the net. Gets caught up in the fishnet. And Colby retakes the lead 7-6. Flores serves it over, graces the tape. They set it up, feeding it to Stefanovic, blocking it out of bounds. Now Hannah Brandt finally coming back into rotation. Let's see what they give to her. You got to believe Vargas is going to feed her a lot. She put down 3 beautiful kills in the first set. Jenkins puts that one out of bounds. And Colby retakes the lead, 7-8. Choppin will head to the service line. 18 service aces so far this season. Puts that one far out into the back row. It'll go out of bounds. Vanya Stefanovic gonna serve it. Puts that one in the back row, and Stefanovic will get the ace. So Stefanovic with 6 kills, a service ace on their birthday. See if she can keep it rocking tonight. Capoletti so far with the most kills. She's sitting at 7. Beautiful serve there, right in the back row. They're out of cue, and a roll shot that should have been received gets put onto the ground. No one there to receive it. 9-0, and Allie Mang knows that she messed that one up. That was her ball to receive, and she just stared at it, so we'll see if Allie Mang can regroup here. 9-0, here comes the serve. Now to the back row, Mang sees that one. Diving save by Vargas, free ball over the net. And it was out of bounds. Great diving save right in front of me to keep that one alive. Garden City exhausted all their efforts on that play. 9-10, Colby leads it by 1. Vargas saves it, diving save by Ming. They keep it alive. Now the sliding attack by Kirkpatrick. Stefanovic kept it alive. Now Ming down the blockers, and she takes the point. Matt Ming on the sidelines, hyped up for his daughter. She just put one down between Kirkpatrick and Royka, the top 2 blockers in the nation. And Allie Mang, her 2nd kill on the night. Excuse me, 3rd. Now she puts that one right to Flores in the back row. They'll give it to Adams, tapped over, and the point will go over to Adams on the switch up. Garden City really struggling with the tip switch up coming from Colby. They keep expecting Colby to go full swing at it at the net, and they're changing it up a lot. Well, with a tip and throwing this Garden City defense for a miscue. Capoletti, great receive on the back row. Brand with the attack. Here comes Adams with the tip. This time, Stefanovic was there for it. Free ball opportunity now for Colby. Middle attack coming from Bonsinetti. They keep it alive. Stefanovic, back row attack. Now the second hand receive, puts it over the net. And Royka throws that Garden City defense off with the second hand receive. She's done it many times this season. That's why she's got 50 kills and a hitting percentage of .304. Actually the best on this Colby team just because of that second hand receive. And now a service error coming from Colby. Garden City brings it back within 1. Serena Deolano back into the game. Brandt on the service line. She's already got 1 ace tonight. That one, almost another ace. Adams with a bad attack. What will Garden do with it? Back row attack by Stefanovic. The middle attack by Bonsinetti, and she gets the kill. Brandt will check out. Jenkins comes back in. 11-13, Colby takes it by 2 here. Royka on the service line puts that one over. Vargas sets it up. Capoletti, big kill out of bounds, and Capoletti takes the point. Georgia Capoletti with a big swing. Flores with the over. 12-13, Garden City hanging on here by Vargas. Colby out of system. They free set up here. Free ball opportunity now for Colby. They messed up their attack, and they're going to pay for it. Big swing coming from Choppin, and Hiltz is going to let them know about it. So Savannah Adams on the service line. Here comes that ball. Right into the back row. Capoletti, great receive. Stefanovic, angled attack. It's going to be a tight setup for Royka on the net. Back row. Jenkins with the bad attempt. And Hiltz is going to take out to the court, talk to him about it. And they're going to call a timeout. Serena Deolata with a lot of miscues will take it with them. You're watching the Bronkbuster Lady Volleyball action here on the Southwest Kansas Sports Network. Back inside the Bronkbuster Sports Network. Dalton Janicek bringing you live coverage of the Bronkbuster Volleyball squad. They're down by 3 here in the second set. To Colby, Savannah Adams serving it over for Colby. Stefanovic into the back row, and it's going to go down for a kill. Vanya Stefanovic puts down her 7th kill of the night. Ties with Georgia Capoletti. And we'll see if Vanya Stefanovic will be the leading attacker, especially on her birthday night. The team went in, surprised her today at her apartment. Great moment there, and that ball out of bounds, or that ball staying in bounds. Emily Jenkins knew she messed up on it. She watched it go right past her shoulder. 13-16, Colby by 3 here in the second set. Now Flores sends that one over to the middle. Big attack coming from Meng. She tips it over. Set up. They keep it alive. Stefanovic with the attack. Big attack out of bounds, and they say it was in. (13-17). Flores will be on the service line. The libero for Colby, wearing that different colored uniform. Now the attack from Stefanovic into the back row. They said that they tipped it, but so Colby starting to run away with this one, 13-18. That ball staying in. Here comes the attack from Meng, blocked at the net. Now a higher attack. Tight setup by Royka. The middle attack by Kirkpatrick. So some miscues coming from Garden City. 13-19, Colby trying to run away with this. Stefanovic, right side attack. And they give it to Colby again. Hiltz is going to call a timeout. Not happy with what he's seeing. 13-20, Colby trying to get away from Garden City and take the second set. We'll take it with them. Be back in a minute on the Bronkbuster Sports Network. Back inside of the Bronkbuster Sports Network, Garden City trails 13-20 over Colby in the second set. Garden City won the first set 25-20. So Colby with a big regain here. We'll see if Garden City can come back. Stefanovic puts it in the back row. Now a back row attack by Chopin. Meng, big swing, and she gets the kill! Allie Meng, now her fourth kill of the night, third here in the second set. And now Emily Jenkins on the service line, the starting libero. Puts that one over the far right side. That's her specialty. Now the slide attack by Kirkpatrick right in front of Vargas, and she can't get down in time. Vargas knew that was coming from Kirkpatrick, and she knew it. Vargas is ready for that attack again. You would think so. 14-21. Garden City showing good signs here, except Colby just got a big lead by a lot of mental mistakes here in the second set. Vargas with a setup to Meng. Big tip over the net. They try to throw it off system. Now the second hand receive back over to the net. Garden City will set it up this time. Brandt with a big swing out of bounds. Point to Colby. Hiltz adjusting things with Vargas about the setting. 14-22. Colby trying to get away on this second set in the second set. Stefanovic with a bad swing. Colby can take it here. Back row received by Capoletti. They feed it to Meng. Big tap over the net. Tight setup by Royka. She throws it over the net. Tries to throw Garden off. They keep it alive. Stefanovic now the big swing. Block at the net. Out of bounds. Kirkpatrick with another error. And Stefanovic, her fifth kill here in the second set. Her eighth on the night. 15-22. Garden City trying to bring it back. Now McKenna Jagels, the Garden City native, the freshman, checking in for the first time tonight. Puts that one over. Kirkpatrick with a big swing. Blocked at the net by Meng and Brandt. Patrick, dive. They keep it alive. Free ball over the net. Beautiful save. The crowd roars. Garden City, Brandt, big swing, and they take it! Hannah Brandt with the beautiful swing. Garden City kept it alive on a big miscue, and Garden City now trying to bring it back in the second set. Hannah Brandt with her fourth kill on the night. They put that one to the back row. Tight setup there. Vargas will keep it alive. Meng, big swing, blocked at the net by Kirkpatrick, and they take that point. 16-23. Garden City's going to have to bring it back quick. Hills is very happy with the look of Garden City. 16-23. Bergesio puts it in the back row. Garden City with a miscue. Meng with a full swing, though. Royka sets it up. They feed it to Adams in the back row, and that tap over the net. It's working. And now it puts Colby in set point. Hiltz not happy with it. That's the fourth time Adams has gotten an attack on the tip over the net. You would think the back row would adjust to it by now. 16-24, Colby looking to take this one. The middle attack by Brandt, big swing, blocked up the net. And it's going to be a net violation on Kirkpatrick. Hannah Brandt takes another kill. It's her fifth of the night. 17-24. Garden City cannot mess up, and Meng has been known to do that on the back when she serves. Puts that one over, barely graces the net. Royka sets it up for Adams. She tipped it. This time Garden was ready for it. Now the attack by Capoletti. Tried to throw him off by the tip. They give it to Adams again. Now the tap over the net. They set it up. Capoletti with the tap. They keep it alive. Back row, Meng. Backhand attack by Capoletti. Kirkpatrick, full swing. They take that set. Great efforts there by Garden City. Colby takes the second set by a lot of errors coming from Garden City. And we head into the third set tied 1-1 inside of inside of Conestoga Arena. Welcome back inside of the Bronkbuster Sports Network. Dylan Janicek bringing you live coverage of the Bronkbuster Volleyball squad. Tied 1-1 apiece. Colby taking the second set. Garden City taking the first set. And another lineup change for Garden City. Now Julie Calzanetti starting on the front row. Colby will make some adjustments. Just same players switching up where they start. And Garden City will serve here, starting the third set. Remy Vargas will start things off for Garden City on the service line. And we are finally ready here in the third set. Both teams tied 1-1. We've got a matchup. Garden City. Garden City takes the first point. Attack now by Adams. Diving attempt made by Mang into the back row. Couldn't get to the back right corner in time, and the team's there to pick her up. 1-0. Adams will serve this one over. Back right corner, tight setup by Garden. Calzanetti went for a big swing there. And the point goes to Colby. Adams sends it over to the back right corner again. Vargas sets it up now for Capoletti. And Jenkins basically punches the ball instead of getting the arms on it. 1-3. Colby on some miscues. Or excuse me, Garden on some miscues. It'd be rather nice if Colby was on some miscues, but no, they're executing just fine. 3-1, Colby, big outside attack by Stefanovic, falls in bounds in the back left corner. Stefanovic takes another kill. Stefanovic's most kills in the game is 15 so far this season. Here comes the attack by Chopin, middle tap, they were there. Outside attack by Stefanovic, out of bounds. So now serving for the Trojans is going to be the number 2 of Flores from Turin, Italy. Big attack by Mang, swinging at the net. And Garden will take the point, Mang will take a kill. So Jenkins will serve. And that one's going to go right into the net. 3-5. Colby leads by 2. Both teams tied at 1 in the sets. Garden took the first one 25-20. Colby took the second one 25-17. Here we are in the third. Chopin puts one into the net. 2 service errors in a row. Emma Soltz now checking in. Emma Soltz, the Winfield, Kansas native. Her career best was 13 assists back on Clarendon last season. She's got 94 assists now total this year. Now she gets an ace. Nope, they kept that. Emma Soltz comes into the game and she gets an ace right off the bat. It's another statistic that she doesn't do good in. She's got 3 aces on the season now, make that 4. That's a great way to check into the volleyball game. Get you an ace. Puts that one over the net. That one's going to tap the wire, and it'll go to Colby now. 5-6 in favor of the Trojans. Adams now checks into the game for goal ball. That one's served over to the net. Garden City will respond. Big attack coming from Brandt. Adams, big swing. It goes on the cross-court shot. No one there. Miscommunication there from the front and back row. So 5-7, Colby by 2. Another great serve by the Trojans. Mang with a big attack, and it's caught up by Kirkpatrick and Royka. And the two big blockers for the Colby Trojans can't get anything on it. And Mang's been a problem for them all night. That's her second kill on those two great blocks, and those have probably been the best blocks we've seen by those two. And they came on Allie Mang, and she put them right through the arms. Now the attack by Adams, big swing this time. Vargas with the set or the tip. Kirkpatrick, Royka, back to Kirkpatrick, the swing. Stays over, it'll go out of bounds. Great receive though by Mang, trying to keep it alive, just had a bad angle on it. 6-8, Colby still within, or Garden within 2 still. But what a tight matchup we have tonight. Talked about it in the pregame. Colby sounds like a team that could have came in and just swept this, but we knew it was going to be a tight matchup, and that one going out of bounds. Garden City will take a point on an air, coming off the service line of Colby. Emily Jenkins checks out. Her sister Miranda back in. Calzanetti comes back in as well, the Garden City native. Brandt puts that one beautifully into the back row on a drip ball. Adams on a full swing, out of bounds. Hannah serves it. It's going to get caught up in the rafters. Be a tip over to the net by Adams. Here comes Capoletti. Big swing into the back row. And it'll be a kill for Georgia Capoletti. Big swing onto the net. Garden City showing no mercy, and they retake the lead 9-8. Gary Jones has got to be questioning over there on the Colby bench about what's going on. Here comes the back row attack, out of bounds, a misfire by Colby. And it was Burgesio on the overkill. Flores and Kirkpatrick now trying to get this team regathered, regrouped for the Colby Trojans, as Garden City now taken away here by 2. Here comes the serve by Brandt, puts that one in the net. Brandt will check out, Jenkins back in. So both Jenkins twins on the court. You got Capoletti, Emma Schultz, you've got Remy Vargas and Julie Calzanetti, an unfamiliar setup here. But you got to believe he knows what he's doing. Almost 30 years in the business. Here we go. Big tip over the net by Calzanetti. Colby will be off cued. Adams with the big attack, and it hits the net. Antenna violation. Garden City gets away with that one. Stefanovic comes back in. Emma Schultz comes out. What a way for her to check into the game with an ace. 11-9. Here inside of Conestoga Arena. Great crowd on hand tonight. Student section on fire as always. Here comes the setup by Royka. Big attack there, and it's going to go down for Bonsanetti. The big swing up the middle. Not a big name on the Colby team. She came in tonight with 109 kills, 48 blocks, but her teammates outrank her in both of those categories. Kirkpatrick in blocks. Now a big swing by Capoletti on the right side. Chopping with a big swing. No one there in the back to receive it. At 11-11, Hiltz is on his tippy toes here. Too close of a ball game to be making this many mistakes as he would like. A few here and there are acceptable, but you can't have a night like you did versus Hutch. Stefanovic, big swing down the pipe. It was tipped. Stefanovic hits your birthday night girl. She takes it. And that's her going to be her 5th, 6th, 7th, 8th, 9th, 10th kill of the night here. And we're only in set number 3. We know we're going into overtime sets. We'll go into 4. And Stefanovic having herself a heck of a night on the net. Capoletti serves that one over in the back left. Tip into the back row. Garden City should run it full here. Big attack by Meng. Roll shot. Royka feeds it to Bonsinetti. They've messed it up on the receive. Garden City couldn't keep up with it. Now tied all again, 12-12. Kirkpatrick comes back into the game. Bonsinetti will check out for Colby. And Flores heads back to the service line again. That one going to be on the left side. Garden City keeps it alive. Big attack by Meng. They set it up, back row assist. Garden City should be able to take a big swing here. They do. Flores keeps it alive in the back row. Now the attack by Bonsinetti. Bad set by Vargas. Vargas knew she messed it up. 12-13, Colby with the lead. And a tight match here in the third set inside of Conestoga Arena. Here comes the serve. Vargas, tight setup. Meng with the tap over the net. Colby out of system. Bonsinetti with a big swing. Still, Garden kept it alive off of Vargas. Stefanovic, big swing. Kirkpatrick on the second hand attack. Down the middle by Calzanetti. And it'll be a ball handling error by Colby. So it won't be a kill for Calzanetti. It was actually a second hand ball handling error made by Colby. So 13-all. Emily Jenkins sends that spin ball over the net. The outside attack by Bonsinetti. Switch up. Got caught up by Brandt. Colby takes the lead again. Now Choppin sends it into the back row. They'll set it up, give it to Meng on my near side. Garden City's got to keep it alive off the block by the blockers of Colby. The second block by Kirkpatrick, and it goes down this time. Colby now takes it by 2. Garden City trying to keep the momentum alive. You can tell they're busting their tails out there on the court. Colby not backing down without a fight. Choppin sends it to the back row. Meng takes it again. Now Meng will go for the attack. The roll shot spin. Now Kirkpatrick with the swing. Stefanovic, big swing into the back row. They keep it alive off of Flores. Bonsinetti, big attack, big block by Stefanovic and Brandt. And it's out of bounds. And they're going to give a timeout to Hiltz. We take it with them. Colby with a big momentum shift, 13-16 here inside the third set. You're watching Bronkbuster Volleyball on the Bronkbuster Sports Network. Back here on the Bronx Sports Network, Don Janicek bringing you live coverage. The Garden City Community College Bronxbusters. They trailed 13-16 here inside of set number 3. Both teams own a set. Garden City took the first one. Colby took the second one. Now the outside attack by Stefanovic. Didn't get a good swing at it. Now the slide attack by Kirkpatrick. Here comes Mang. Big swing in the back row. She takes it. Allie Mang with a big swing on the net. Stefanovic will check out. Schultz will check in. Allie Mang with 7 kills on the night. A lot of attacking here made by Garden City. A big shift in what was happening up back on Monday versus Hutch. Free ball opportunity now for Garden. Now Kirkpatrick with the big attack. Colby with another attempt. Bonsinetti with a fake tip. Colby takes the point, 14-17. Middle attack by Brandt. And it'll go to them. They tipped it. Brandt now with her 6th kill on the night. Garden back within 2. Allie Mang on the service line. Mang can be hit or miss from back there. That one barely goes over the net, but she takes the ace. Allie Mang with the ace. That's her 2nd on the night. Mang also sitting with 6 kills. Correction, make it 7. 16-17. Garden City back within 1. Slide attack by Kirkpatrick, blocked by Capoletti. Schultz went diving for it, but it was just too far of a save for Capoletti. So 16-18. Garden City drops within 2 again. Colby trying to get closer and closer to taking another set. Here comes Kirkpatrick on the serve. They'll set it up, run it down the middle. Brandt takes the kill! Hannah Brandt with 7 kills now. And this Garden City offense is attacking left and right. And Garden City could considerably be in the lead right now if you take away all the errors that have happened both sets. Brandt with a beautiful serve. Royka is going to give it to Adams. Adams on the tip. No one there. Jagels will check in. Brandt checks out. Schultz will check out again. So it's Calzanetti, Vargas, both the Jenkins twins, Capoletti, and Jagels in the game. Royka puts this one over. Another beautiful pass. Capoletti, big swing. They take the points! Georgia Capoletti. She leads right now with 9 kills. And Remy Vargas and Carrie Jones has seen enough from Colby. She thinks it's getting too close now. They call the timeout. Garden City within 1 here on the Bronxbuster Sports Network. We'll be back in 1 minute. Garden City 18, Colby 19. Don't go anywhere. We'll be back. Back inside of the Broncbuster Sports Network, Dalton Janisek bringing you live coverage. Tonight's volleyball action here inside of Conestoga Arena. Garden City sitting at 32 kills as a team so far. Remy Vargas on the service line, and she'll put it over. Garden City trying to take the tie. Big block, and it's a bad block by Calzanetti and Stefanovic. Colby now, 20 points on the board. They lead by 2. They'll set it up. Stefanovic, left side attack, and she takes the point! Stefanovic has been on fire all night. She's got 11 kills. Georgia Capoletti on the service line for the Broncbusters. Great corner serve. Out of system attack. Here comes Garden. Outside. Stefanovic rolls down the net as she takes another one. Stefanovic sitting at 12 kills on her birthday night. The most of anyone on the team so far, and she's definitely passed her personal best coming off of Monday. 15 kills is where she needs to get to. She's already at 12, and we know we're going into another set. Tied at 20 all. Chopping with the roll shot attack, out of bounds! Garden City retakes the lead here. They're only 4 away. Georgia Capoletti on the service line. Puts it over, back left corner, Adams, miscue. Here comes the 13 of Bongzanetti. Back row attack hasn't been working all night. Jenkins missed it many times. And it's the back row attacks that are throwing this Garden City defense for a whirlwind. 21 tied all. Flores is on the service line. Here comes that serve. Into the back row. Jenkins didn't move a beat. Diving one-handed save by Vargas. They'll run it. Chopping. Tip. Stefanovic. Tight setup. And it's going to be a time of play. We'll step aside. We have an injured player for Garden City. Back here inside of the Broncbuster Sports Network. Injury update. Stefanovic took a hit to the head by one of her own teammates' knee. She is fine. It looked like it went to the jaw. Big swing there by Meng. Out of bounds. Colby retakes the lead 22-21. Stefanovic alert, talking to Allie, the trainer, saying Stefanovic quickly going through the concussion assessment. Now the attack by Meng. Back row, tight setup. Put down by Meng again. Bonsanetti. Now here comes Meng on the attack. Back row. 21-22, Colby leads. The outside attack by Bonsanetti. Now they feed Meng again. Another big attack cut up by the blockers. Allie Meng giving the blockers of Colby a tough time tonight. Kirkpatrick, Royka have nothing to do and nothing to give for this Garden City offense. They've maybe gotten 2, maybe 3 good blocks on this Garden City offense. Here comes the attack. Jenkins. Panzer tips it over. Colby out of system. Back row attack by Adams. Brandt, the kill! Hannah Brandt puts it down, and Colby takes a timeout. Garden City retakes the lead, 23-22. We take it with them as Garden City looking to sail away here and take the third set here on the Blockbuster Sports Network. .38 kills as a team whole. And this Buster offense isn't going down without a fight. Dalton Janicek bringing it back inside of Conestoga Arena inside of the third set. Garden City taking on the 11-8 Colby Trojans. And possibly one of the best blocking teams in the Kansas Jayhawk Conference, but don't let it fool you. Garden City's been up to par all night. Jenkins almost got a service error, but it'll be a free ball now. Quick put down by Kirkpatrick, too easy there. Panzer got in the way of the first hand receive. 23 all. Chupin on the line. She'll send it over for Colby. We're tied all, 23. She puts it into the net. Garden City takes the point as she puts it into the net. Point match here. Excuse me, match point. Garden City needs one more point. Fans on their feet. Jagles, the Garden City native. Her parents in the crowd. Sends it over. Adams on the receive. Royka feeds it to Kirkpatrick. Swing attack. They keep it alive. Back row attack by Capoletti. Royka feeds it to Bonsonetti on a tight setup. They keep it alive. Here comes the attack by Meng. Meng into the back row. Adams. Bonsonetti again. They keep it alive. Vargas feeds it to Meng. Can she put it down? Big rally. It's a tight game. That falls in bounds. It'll be a kill for Kirkpatrick. We're going into extra points here in the third set. 24 all. Bonsonetti on the service line, puts it over. Tight setup by Vargas, she puts it behind her head. Out of system attack by Adams, she gets caught in the net. Adams came down inside the net. Garden City took the point. They need one more, 25-24. Carrie Jones on the edge of her seat. Patrick Hilt's not even in his seat. Allie Meng set to serve it. Can Allie Meng get another ace on the night? She's already got one so far. Also, sitting at 8 kills. Here's the attack, back row, it's a tip over the net. Here we go, Garden, can they put it away? Capoletti, big swing, they do it! Georgia Capoletti puts the big hammer down in Garden City. Heading into the fourth set, they lead 2-1 on Colby. Carrie Jones scratching her head. We take it with them. 26-24, Garden City takes the third set on the Blockbuster Sports Network. Welcome back inside of Conestoga Arena. Your Garden City Lady Broncbusters lead the matchup 2-1. Taking the first set 25-20. Colby taking the second set 25-17. Garden City with a big rally back in the third set, taking it 26-24. Ali Meng had 4 kills. Hannah Brandt with 3. Stefanovic had 4, came out with an injury. She's back into the game, notable. Starting here in the fourth set, she is okay. And then Georgia Capoletti with 2. Capoletti sits right now with 9. Stefanovic with 12. Brandt with 7. And Ali Meng sitting at 8. So Colby will serve away here in the fourth set. It'll be Marta Rojka, the Poland native. Here we go. Crowd on fire. Stefanovic, big shot to the back row. They'll run it, chopping. No one there off the block. Colby takes the first one. Marta Rojka sets to serve it away. That ball right to the back row, dipping last second. Here comes Capoletti attack. It's out of bounds. Colby on a quick 2-0 run. Coming into the fourth set, Carrie Jones kind of confident about her lineup. She gives the signal. We expect to give it right down the middle. Jenkins has been struggling all night. They do. They give it to Capoletti, actually one of the better diggers. Here we go, middle attack by Bonsinetti. Middle attack, and it worked, 3-0. Colby. Rojka on the service line. Just took an ace. Here we go. Puts it right to Jenkins this time. Here we go. Out of system attack. Big block by Bonsinetti. And a 4-0 start for Colby. Rojka sends it over. High fly ball. Capoletti out of service. Puts it over the net. Here we go. Big attack coming from Choppin, out of bounds. Too powerful that time. Garden City will finally get a point on the board here in the fourth set. And they're going to say it was a tip? How is that a tip? Who hit it? Who touched it? The question is, who touched the ball? No one touched the ball. They give it to Colby. The ball went flying mid-air. And now we have a contest on the court, and they're going to give Patrick the yellow card. And the ball went flying through mid-air. The R2 official made the call. Patrick Hiltz trying to contest the call. And the R1 official gave Hiltz the yellow card. It's not an automatic throw out. It's just a warning. A red card would be an automatic throw out of the game, or would you rather disqualification, but you can't disqualify the head coach. You can just ask him to leave. The R2 explaining now with Hiltz what she saw. The ball went flying through midair. They called it to Garden City with the point, and then they reversed the call. So it'll go to Colby. They lead 5-0. Even Colby players are kind of like, oh. But we stay going. Here we go. Garden City gonna run it. Back row attack by Capoletti. Garden City hasn't had one good look at it here in the fourth set. Now Choppin Out of system. Garden now, even more out of system. Calzanetti will set it over. Big attack by Bonsinetti. Mang had the receive. Tight setup by Vargas. They kept it alive, but into the net. It's a net violation. They did touch it. That is a error on Garden City. So 6-0. Colby coming out of the gates hot. Royka puts it over and out of bounds finally. It should have happened a while back, but finally Garden City gets the first point of the night. 6-1 in favor of Colby. Garden City's got a lot of work to do if they're going to keep it within 4 sets. Beautiful serve by Capoletti. Attack by Adams into the back row. Capoletti there. Big attack by Ming. Big swing. Royka can't keep it alive. Allie Mang at 9 kills. This Garden City offense firing on all 5 cylinders. Or all 4 cylinders, however many you want to add. 6-2. Another great serve by Capoletti. Stefanovic with the kill! Capoletti with another great serve in the back left corner. Adams kept it alive. Now she went for a kill. Stefanovic. Here comes Chopin with the roll shot attack. Goes off the block of Calzanetti. And Colby extends their lead by 4. Adams on the service line. Puts it in the back row. Jenkins. Vargas. Mang with a big attack in the back row. Flores there with the receive. Royka gives it a backhand serve. Set up. Vargas tight set up. Big swing by Mang and she takes another kill. Stefanovic getting instructions from Chantel Riddle. Riddle, an All-American back in her high school career. One of the best middle blockers New Mexico State has ever, or Arizona State has ever seen. They keep it alive, but it's a free ball for Colby. What's the attack option? Big block on the net by Brandt. Roll shot attack, tight setup. Brandt with the tip over. Colby out of system. Adams keeps it alive. Free ball now for Garden City. They run the middle. Big tip over the net by Brandt. She didn't have a good swing at it. Now a big swing down the pipe coming from Chopin, and they put it away. A correction. I said Phoenix University. I meant to say the University of New Mexico for Chantel Riddle, where she played her college career. Now, the backhand attack coming from Stefanovic! Vanya Stefanovic with a switch up, and she has beat her all-season record with 13 kills, and it's her birthday night. What a night to do it. Stefanovic on her birthday night beats her personal best in kills. She's sitting at 13 as she checks out of the game. 5-8. Colby leads it still inside of Conestoga Arena. Inside the 4th set. Garden leads the matchup 2-1. Jagos puts that one in the net. So now serving for Colby, the number 4 of Sarah Min. Beautiful pass by Capoletti. Big swing by Mang. And they're going to say it hit Mang. Mang dizzy. Mang had a big block to the face there coming from Kirkpatrick. Her dad, Matt, over on the sideline questioning. He's got his hand over his face. He definitely didn't want to see a replay of dodge as Men puts that one in the net. Garden City takes the point, but if you weren't here last year with that understanding that reference, Mang dropping on the court versus dodge was assisted off by medical staff during the dodge game. And then you would think she wouldn't come back and play in the game. No, she gets cleared by the medical staff, came back into the game. Oh, and she popped off and had 19 kills versus dodge. That one going out of bounds, and Patrick Hilt's going to call his second timeout of the match. Colby leads it 11-6 inside the fourth set here on the Southwest Kansas Sports Network. Back inside of the Southwest Kansas Sports Network, Brunkbuster Sports Network, Don Janicek. So glad you're joining us here. Garden City down 6-11. Big swing by Capoletti. That one comes flying in. Blocked off the blockers and almost takes me. Service line hovering over the Conestoga symbol on the court. Sends that one right to the back right corner. They'll run it. Swing attack coming from Kirkpatrick. Vargas keeps it alive. Free ball now for Colby. What will they do with it? Kirkpatrick with the fake. Adams on the swing. Great dig in the back row by Jenkins. Another free ball for Colby. You can't do it twice in a row. Now the swing attack by Kirkpatrick. Capoletti, big right side kill, and she takes it. Georgia Capoletti 11 kills on the night. She takes a beautiful right swing, and on the cross court shot, Garden City pulls within 2. Correction, 3. Adams takes the kill there off the block of Calzanetti. Kirkpatrick now on the service line. Puts that one over. Middle attack by Calzanetti. Adams puts it into the back row. Jenkins was there. Capoletti, and it's blocked up by Royka. Capoletti takes another kill off of Royka, and she's had a lot of miscued blocks tonight. 9-12, Garden City within 3. Vargas sends it over. Adams with the attack on the net. Here we go, they run it. Stefanovic, right to the back row. They keep it alive. Royka feeds it now. Back row attack coming from Bonsanetti. Vargas will feed it to Capoletti. She's been hot all afternoon. Adams, another big swing. Jenkins in the back row. Free ball opportunity for Colby. Royka's going to free Pontinetti. The quick tap over to the net. And no one there for the switch up. That's been a struggle bus for Garden City all night. The switch attack. Colby makes them think they're going for a full swing attack. Then they tip it. And it really throws this Garden City defense for a miscue. 9-13. Colby pulling away with a little more breathing room, if you say. But remember, we watched Garden City bring it back within 5 back in the third set. And Royka, just like I mentioned, a lot of miscues tonight. It happens right there. Allie Mang's back into the game. Allie Mang's been getting hot here in the last 2 sets. She put only 1 kill up in the first set. She put 3 up in the second and put up 4 in the third. She's sitting at 2 right here in the fourth set. Watch that as she comes back into the game. And now an ace for Capoletti. Garden City now within 2 off the ace from Georgia Capoletti. And Hilton mentioned that this girl can play all 6 rotations. He has no fear of keeping her in all 6 rotations. This girl can play on the net. She can play in the back row. And she can definitely put a ball way over to the net. Here comes the attack now from Chopin. Blocked off the miscue from Stefanovic. It'll be a tipped ball, 11-14. Colby takes it within 3 again. Savannah Adams. 7-16 coming into tonight on aces over the airs. Vargas will give it to Mang. Big swing! Out of bounds. Colby now taking a 4-point advantage over the Bronx Busters. Could we see a 5-set thriller tonight? Hiltz would rather say no. He'd rather see it done in 4. Big swing by Mang into the back row, overpowered. They went for a tip. They were looking for the tip and a timeout. Called by Patrick Hiltz as Colby takes it by 5. We'll take it with them. We'll be back in a minute on the Southwest Kansas Sports Network. Back inside of the Bronxbuster Sports Network, Dalton Janicek, so glad you are along with us tonight. Garden City trying to pull off a big upset on Colby. They come in tonight 11-8 on the season, 4-3 in the conference. Garden City leads 2-1 in the matchup, but Colby leads here in the fourth set, 16-11, as Adams will send it over for Colby. Barely gracing the net. Tight setup by Vargas. Big swing by Stefanovic. And it's a kill! Capoletti went for the middle attack fake. Stefanovic got fed on the right side, and she put it away as Colby popped it up into the rafters and couldn't regain the control as it came falling back down. Kirkpatrick had a knuckle on it, but they just couldn't do anything with it. 12-16, Garden pulling within 4 again. Garden City's been on fire all night. They're sitting 1 away from hitting 40 kills as a team total. And Hills is going to be pretty happy looking back at the numbers tomorrow morning. Now the attack from the right side. Big block on the net by Mangum. Almost said Baldowski, but came by Brandt. And an out-of-bounds attack. Colby going to try to attest that. Garden City going to get away with the attack there. Colby trying to argue it. But good luck with that. The officials have not overturned any call tonight. And it'll go right through the arms of Jenkins. 13-17, Colby inching within 20 here. And rather taking a challenge, overturning it, they'll just give you a yellow card. Patrick Hiltz has gotten his first yellow card of the night. Mang. Free ball now for Stefanovic. Colby can run it here. Tip, big block by Mang. They're going to run it. Mang, near side attack, blocked at the net. She keeps her own ball alive. Now they'll feed it to the right side of Stefanovic. Hit up on the net. Colby, back row attack by Bonsinetti. Big dive by Jenkins. Out of system attack by Mang. Colby can do anything here. Chopping with a big cross-court attack. Goes right past the right shoulder of Capoletti. Garden City trying to stay alive here. 13-18. Colby trying to take away here in the fourth set. And send this game into a 5-set thriller for sure. Flores sends that one deep into the back row. Quick attack comes from Brandt. The blockers keep it alive. Kirkpatrick had a big block on it. Now right to the back right corner. Mang almost overshot it. Out of bounds attack by Bonsinetti. Stefanovic. Jagels will check back in. Jagels, an all-around athlete, played high school track. She's actually running track this year at the college. Quick tip over the net by Borgesio. (14-18) Garden within 4. Actually, I believe it's 14-19. One of the scoreboards inside of the arena is off. So 14-19. Outside attack by Mang. Right to Flores, and she gets the kill. Allie Mang with a straight cross-court shot to Flores in the back row. And Flores had nothing to get a piece of but the court. Mind you, Flores is 14th in the nation in digs this year, but it doesn't look like it coming into tonight. 15-19, Garden within 3. Here comes the quick tip over. Jagels not there in time to pop it back up. Mang will check out of the game. Jenkins back into the game. Both Jenkins sisters in. Capoletti, Jagels, Brandt, and Vargas. Only one seasoned player out there, but it doesn't matter. They send it into the net. Garden City takes another point off an air. Deolato will check back into the first time after checking out after the first set. Calzanetti will come back out. Brandt will serve it over. Right to Flores in the back row. Kirkpatrick went for the slide attack, but she went off on her setting. Big tip over the net by Capoletti. They're struggling. Colby off of system. Tight setup. Kirkpatrick throws it over the net, and then actually it was Royka. Royka with a big tip over the net. 16-21. Colby trying to send this into a 5-set thriller. Garden City trying to hang on. Kirkpatrick serves it over. They'll run it. Capoletti with a big swing down the pipe. They keep it alive. Back row attack. Big rally coming. Vargas on the off system. Second hand receive. Adams sends it into the back row. No one there. And Patrick Hiltz questioning on why Vargas sends it over the net on the second receive instead of running a kill. 16-22. Colby can smell the blood running in the water. Vargas with a tight setup. Deolato sends it over on a free ball. Royka, second hand receive. Jenkins goes diving and can't get it back up. 16-22. make it 23 now. Colby trying to sail away, send this into an overtime 5-set thriller. Kirkpatrick, another beautiful serve. The outside attack by Capoletti! Georgia Capoletti on the outside attack. Backhand receive from Vargas. She set it up. 17-23 though. Garden City still needs a lot of work before they're going to tie it up. 17-23, but they're back in prime rotation. Vargas, beautiful receive. Bonsinetti with a big attack. Capoletti, big swing down the line. Garden City will get the ball again. Capoletti, another attack to Flores. Tied at the net. Adams can't do anything with it. Georgia Capoletti. Georgia Capoletti with her all-time best of the season, sitting at 14 kills versus Colby. 23, a thriller inside of Conestoga Arena. Vargas's ball goes over the net. Free ball now. Jenkins almost gave it away. Now Stefanovic with a shallow tap. They'll set it up. Vargas, quick ball to Stefanovic. Out of bounds. You can't do that. And Colby will get within match point on a Garden City error. 18-24, Garden City struggling. They're trying to bring it back as Royka on the service line. They just need 1 point to send this into a 5-set overtime thriller. That one goes into the net. Garden City takes a breather. 19-24, Garden's got to rally 5 points here. A 5-point rally is needed. Capoletti on the service line. She's already got 22 aces on the year. What can she do here? She gets it to the back row. Big attack by Chopin. They'll keep it alive. Vargas will send it. Free ball now for Stefanovic. She almost got the kill. Big attack. Garden will run it. Big swing by Mang in the back row. Flores keeps it alive. Now Chopin with a big swing. Stefanovic at the net. Big tap, big block up. Colby's out of system. Here's the feed to Stefanovic. Into the row, they tip the net! Stefanovic gets away with the kill off of the tip. 20-24. Garden City now 4 points away from tying it. This team has been stellar on the net all night. 43 kills as a team. Here comes the attack. Outside to Chopin. Right to Jenkins. They're struggling. Stefanovic, they can't keep it alive. And that'll do it in the 4th set. Colby sends this into a 5-set thriller. We'll be back as Garden City is going to try to get away in 5 sets. Both team captains will head to the middle. We'll be back in 2 minutes here on the Bronxbuster Sports Network. Back inside of Conestoga Arena. This crowd on their feet. We are inside of the first fifth set thriller at the home court. Third home game of the season. And Garden City going to try to pull off a big upset on a conference opponent tonight. And what better way to do it in a 5-set thriller? So Colby will serve it away. Royka on the service line. Jones gives the signal. Into the back row, out of bounds. Garden City takes the first point. A close call on the back row. Garden City gets away with that one. So Remy Vargas will serve it away. Big energy inside of this arena. They'll feed it to Chopin on the outside. Big block by Calzanetti and Stefanovic. They'll set it over. Beautiful setup. Capoletti, big swing down the pipe, and Capoletti will take the kill. Georgia Capoletti, her 15th kill of the night, her all-time best of the season. Both Stefanovic and Capoletti personal best coming tonight. 2-0. They've got to get to 15. Here comes the middle attack by Bonsinetti with a quick middle attack. Garden wasn't ready for it. Vargas got a piece of it, but not the right type. 2-1. Garden leads. Adams on the service line. She puts that one over to Capoletti in the back row. Vargas will send it up for Capoletti. Flores goes diving. Big swing into the back row, no one there. Colby ties it 2-all on a big swing coming from Burgesio. Adams stays on the service line for Colby. Right to the back row again. Vargas with a better setup this time for Stefanovic. Down the pipe, blocked up, into the net. Colby takes the lead 3-2. Adams sends it over again. Garden's gonna run it. Here comes Calzanetti on the right side, blocked up by Royka. Calzanetti again, cross-court attack, and Calzanetti gets a kill on the night. Julie Calzanetti, her first attack on the night. She got blocked up multiple times back in the second set, couldn't get one to go through. Hilt switches her around to the right side, and she finally gets one to go. As now Georgia Capoletti, 15 kills already tonight, her personal best. She sends it over to the back left corner. They'll run it. Here comes Chopin. Big block by Ming at the net. She throws a second receive out to the right side. Colby struggling out of system. Another block by Stefanovic and Calzanetti. They get a tip of it. Garden will run it. Ming with a big tap into the back row. Royka was there. Flores. Chopin into the back row, back right corner. Everyone sat there and stared at it. Colby takes the point, 3-4. A close matchup inside of Conestoga Arena, the closest all season. That one barely gracing the tape, falls at the 10-foot line. Big attack by Ming. Out of bounds. Ming takes the point. Ellie Ming. Allie Mang sitting at 12 kills. Her season best was 15 back versus McCook. The first time they played that team. Royka, backhand receive, sends it to Kirkpatrick. Stefanovic, big tap, they send it. Free ball opportunity, they kept it alive somehow. Middle attack by Brandt. Big block of the net by Brandt. Free ball now as Colby will send it back over. Brandt trying to throw this Colby offense off. Big rally here. Vargas will set it up. Far side attack by Stefanovic. Adams keeps it alive in the middle. Jenkins will feed it to Mang. Cross court shot. Flores keeps it alive. Free ball now for Garden City. Put it away here. Stefanovic. Big attack. Big block of the net by Royka. Kirkpatrick. Big swing by Mang, and it's into the net. A tight rally there. Colby takes the lead again, 5-4. And a big rally coming between Garden City and Colby. Kirkpatrick with amazing block. Big swings coming from Stefanovic on the right side. Ali Ming on the left side. Kirkpatrick and Royka putting up a big brick wall up on the net for Colby. That's the best we've seen the blocking all night for both teams. Calzanetti had some great blocks in there. 4-5. Tight matchup here. It could go any way. We're tied all in the matchup, 2-2. Got to get to 15 to win. Vargas sets it up. Big attack from Ming into the back row. No one there. Ming takes the kill! Ali Ming with the switch up at the net. She taps it into the back left corner. 13 kills. She's 2 away from her personal best of the season. Jagos comes in. Stefanovic comes out. Garden City tied 5-0 with Colby inside of Conestoga Arena. Jagos sends it over. They'll run it to Bonzanetti. Vargas gets set up on the net. Colby retakes the lead, 6-5. A setter back and forth between Vargas. Borgesio fighting on the net between her and Vargas. Bad receive by Jenkins. Colby with their biggest lead now. They lead by 2. Garden City trails by 2. Borgesio sends it right into the net. Garden City with a big break right there. And they'll serve it over. Ali Mang heading to the back wall. Ali Mang, probably one of the biggest serves of her life. And she sends it over. Beautiful serve into the back row. They're off system. Adams with the attack into the back row. Out of bounds. Garden City ties it 7-all. Confusion coming from the table. Talking to the R2 official. Don't know who it's going to come on. They might be saying it was a rotation error on Garden City. That might be the call coming their way. Garden City took the point, tied at 7-all on an Ali Mang ace, but it might be coming back. Not sure who went out of rotation, if that is the possibility. The R2 official checking with the table official, Leslie. R2 official making her way over to Hiltz. So the point will stand with Garden, I believe. So the point will stand. Garden City stays tied 7-all. Mang on the back row, all the way on the back wall. One of the more unique serves we see on this team. She sends it right to the net. Miranda Jenkins checking back in. Mang will check out. 7-8. Colby leads it. And now Kirkpatrick on the service line for the Trojans. Right to Jenkins in the back row. They'll run it. Middle attack by Brandt! Are you kidding me? Hannah Brandt sends it right down the middle. Pipe on the 10-foot line. And Garden City takes the tie once again, 8-all. And Brant will head to the service line. And an ace comes from Brant now, her second of the night. Carrie Jones calls a timeout. Garden City takes the lead on an ace and a middle attack down the pipe from Hannah Brant. She's been on fire all night in the middle blocking position. We'll take it with them. Be back in 30 on the Southwest Kansas Sports Network. Garden City retaking the lead right before the break. Dalton Janisek, so happy you're joining us here on the Southwest Kansas Sports Network. Garden City retaking the lead right before the break off of Hannah Brant. She had a middle attack kill, put a service ace down. She puts that one right into the net. Colby ties now 9-9. Royka on the service line for Colby. Puts that right to Jagels in the back row. Vargas sets it up. Capoletti, big swing. They keep it alive. It'll be a free ball for Colby. Garden City should run something easy here. Capoletti, big swing down the pipe. Flores keeps it alive. Tight setup for Royka. Choppin sends it into the back row. Capoletti, another big swing into the back row this time. They are off system. Free ball now for Corden. Big tip over the net by Calzanetti. Capoletti, big swing. Big block by Choppin and Bossonetti. Colby takes the lead again, 9-10. Tight matchup here inside of Conestoga Arena. Royka on the service line. Fans on the edge of their seat here. It's a 15-match win. Big swing by Calzanetti. They keep it alive. Big block by Calzanetti and Capoletti, but it goes to Colby. The Hilts will call another timeout. Garden City struggling a little bit here. They're down by 2. We take it with them here on the Southwest Kansas Sports Network. Back inside of the Broncbusters Sports Network. One of the closest matchups the Broncbusters have had all season, 9-11. Colby leads it in the 5th set. You got to get to 15. Fans screaming in the student section. Royka sends it over, out of bounds. Garden City takes the point. Remy Vargas will be serving. Garden City back in the starting rotation, just how they like it. Calzanetti, Capoletti, Stefanovic, the Jenkins Twisters, and Vargas. Middle attack coming from Belkin. And it's going to be Bossinetti rather. 10-12. Colby within 3, Garden within 2 of tying. Savannah Adams on the service line for Colby. That one goes over, middle. Capoletti, big swing. Blocked at the net. They keep it alive. Now a big attack coming from Borgesio. Hiltz calls the timeout, his third and final. 13-10, Colby within 2 on the Bronxbuster Sports Network. Back inside the Bronxbuster Sports Network, Serena Deolato checking back in for Julie Calzanetti. 10-13, Colby within big reaching distance. They're within 2. Garden's got to bring in 3 points to tie. Stefanovic, the free ball over by Deolato. Big attack coming from Chopin. Match point, Mang will check back in. Garden City has got to pull off the unthinkable here. And what an upset it would be to give away a game that was in arm's reach, and they get a big break there. Adams puts it into the net. 11-14. Colby leads it. Georgia Capoletti, you couldn't be thanking the Lord for a better person to put back in the back row to serve it over. Capoletti coming into the night with over 20 aces on the season, the best of anyone on this team. Other than Remy Vargas, she puts it right into the back row to Flores. Outside attack by Chopin. Big attack by May. Big swing right to Flores. Big tap over the net. Jenkins will feed it to Stefanovic. Stefanovic right into the back row. Adams with a big tip over the net. Garden needs a big point here. Ming out of bounds. Colby takes it. Colby comes out of nowhere and steals this from Garden City. A game that should have been 1-2 or 3 in the airs. Take it over Garden. An upset tonight. Garden could have had this easily. We'll take it away. We'll be back with your post game on the Southwest Kansas Sports Network. Check 1 2. Check 1 2. Check 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 check. You ready?
Yep.
You can hear me?
Yes.
Awesome. That means everyone on the live stream can hear you as well. All right, we're going to look at that camera. Wave at Abraham. All right, back inside of the Southwest Kansas Sports Network. Now standing with the tall and invincible, seem like tonight, Hannah Brandt. First off, I know that's a big heartbreak right there. We're going to go coach sometime before we bring him on the post game. But first off, I just want to go over your numbers because that's what was, I mean, this game, no matter what the outcome was right there, you guys played the best I've seen you guys play all season long. You ended your night with 9 kills. You had 2 aces on the night as well. Talk about that, how that felt. You had some really good looks in the middle tonight.
It feels incredible. I'm very proud that I got these aces. I mean, yeah, it was really good.
Yeah, so you're from Osperlin, Germany. So
Yeah.
did I nail that, the first part of that right? Because I'm sure some people would mess that up. The Osperlin, is that how you say it?
Oschersleben, yeah, it's very difficult.
No, never mind. I didn't get it on.
It's very difficult to say.
So
Yes.
So obviously, I guess one of the big questions I asked Vanya last Monday was what it's like or what it means for you to be playing in the United States. One, I want to ask that, and two, are you feeling more comfortable as you keep getting the reps in, the ball keeps getting fed you more? Is it just becoming more natural on that middle attack?
Yeah, it feels very, very good to play here in America. Yeah, I getting confident more and more. It's such a good feeling.
So 9 kills to top off your night. That's the most. It's your season's personal best. Is definitely you had a good night. You all had a good night on the net.
Yes.
So 3 of you actually set your personal best tonight. We'll talk about that here in a bit. So Hannah Brandt, I'm going to let you head the headset now. But thank you for joining us here on the post-game show. Congratulations. I know it wasn't a win, but a 5-set thriller with a tough conference opponent, you got to be pretty happy about that, taking them to 5. So Hannah Brandt joining us here on the stream. We'll now head the headset over to Georgia Capoletti, her teammate. Thank you, Hannah, for joining.
Thank you.
And that is Hannah Brandt, a starting middle blocker, the freshman coming out of, I'm not even going to try to say Osperlin, Germany. That's how we're going to keep with it. Now we got another foreign player on the broadcast. Georgia Capoletti now joining us from Fermo. Now that's a little bit easier than Osperlin, Germany. But Fermo, Italy, I guess, you ended the night with 16 kills. That's your season's best. That was a lot. They kept feeding it to you and Stefanovic. But I guess first off, I don't even want to talk about the kills. You are just an incredible all-around player. You've played beach volleyball back in Italy. You know how to play all 6 rotations. You can dig the ball. You can set the ball. You can kill the ball like no other. I guess talk about just what it means to play in America this season, and especially for the Bronxbusters. I know it's a team that needs a lot of work, but, you know, you guys are progressing each and every game. So talk about that, just the opportunity.
Yeah, it's just awesome. I am very happy to stay here, and firstly, it's thanks to my family because it let me do this. But I'm very happy, and I love my team, my coach. It's everything different, but everything like very very beautiful.
Absolutely. Yeah, Coach Hill's coaching style is a little bit different probably than what you had back in Italy. Explain what his coaching style is like.
Yeah, I mean, it's professional here, like you feel like a professional player. There are a lot of people that take care of you, and so it's very, I mean, beautiful.
Yeah, absolutely.
Really.
Very emotional. You ended the night with 19 kills, your season's best. You had better attempt back at McCook. I think you ended the night with 12. I could be wrong. Coach will correct me. But 19 kills, that's got to feel good, especially knowing that your setter knows that you're putting the ball away, and they have that confidence to keep feeding it to you. What's that mean for you?
Yeah, this night I felt very good. Like the team helped me a lot too because I know that without my team, without a person that passes the ball well, that set the ball well, I couldn't do it. So it's also thanks to the team because we play very well tonight.
Absolutely. Georgia Capoletti from Fermo, Italy, your freshman season here with Garden City. Definitely had a stellar night tonight versus Butler. Like I was telling Hannah, definitely not the night you were looking forward to, but you can't be upset with a 5-set thriller, especially with this team that was putting up amazing blocks coming in the night. I don't know if anyone knew this. I don't think Coach told you this, but you're going against the 8th all-time blocker in the nation right now. She sits with 81 blocks. I mean, you guys were able to put down 19. You guys put down as a team 54 kills on them. So, I mean, that's got to be something to be proud of. I'm sure Coach is happy about it. So, Georgia, I appreciate you coming on to the broadcast. We, try to get everyone on here, and I'm sure your parents are probably watching back in Italy. Gosh, I don't even know what time it is there. What time do you think it is?
It's very, very late.
Very, very late.
Yeah,
probably like 2 in the morning, huh?
Yes.
Was that right?
Yeah, it's 3 or 4 in the morning.
Wow, but they watch every game.
Yeah.
Wow, that's well. Hello, what's your dad and mom's name? We'll give them a big shout out right here.
Tonino and Stefania.
Tonino and Stefania.
Yes.
Thank you for watching. Your daughter's live here on Bronxbuster Sports Network. She had an amazing night tonight. Definitely be cheering her on back in Italy. Have a big welcome home for you when you get back. But 19 kills for Georgia Capoletti. Thank you so much and good job tonight. Very proud of you.
Thank you so much.
Yep, Georgia Capoletti on our post-game show. And I believe that's going to wrap it up. So, upset here inside of Garden City. Garden City loses to Colby 25-20 in the first set, 25-17 in the second. Garden took the second set, or the third set rather, 26-24. Colby took the fourth, 25-20, and Colby came and stunned Garden City 15-11 in the fifth and final set. It's going to do it for us here on the Southwest Kansas Sports Network. Thank you guys so much for joining us here this evening. Definitely a heartbreak here in Garden City, but a big improvement for the Bronxbuster volleyball squad. A lot to look forward to. The next home game coming up for the Garden City Bronxbusters will come against Pratt on the 1st of October. 6:30 tip here. You can catch the pregame at 6:15 here on the Southwest Kansas Sports Network. But until next time, Dylan Janisek saying so long and good night. You've been watching Bronxbuster